So there I was, confronting the weapon hoarders. I've been ordered to do this by my fellow peers, and it needed to be done. They were hoarding the weapons. They were making it so other survivors couldn't survive in this zombie-infested world. So we went there, me and my pal, to try and talk them out of holding the weapons and not sharing. They didn't take our argument very well, so I told them, give us the damn guns. They apparently didn't like my tone of voice, and they attacked. I thought this was gonna be fine. We have two of the best survivors here attacking them, but one fatal flaw that I forgot was that they were weapon hoarders, and I didn't have any weapons. Long story short, 2 survivors fell that day. 2 survivors fell. Hey guys, welcome to the channel of Absolute Quality, and today we're talking about State of Decay 2. Now, this may be a review video, but I mean, it might just be a severely biased explanation as well. I deeply enjoy zombie games, and so if there's any zombie game that comes out, or there's a zombie game that I haven't played and I find it on some store for cheap or something, I end up buying it just because I do like zombies. Zombies is mainly the genre that just keeps me playing video games. But I do want to talk about State of Decay 2. I just want to talk about it because I want to maybe enlighten maybe some of you that are my subscribers and kind of bring you into what's to speed to what I'm going to be playing for a while, because I am deeply, deeply in love. So to start off my explanation of the game, I want to kind of bring about 3 main points that I think the game basically embodies. So first of all, the main point that I want to make, one of the main points, is it's slower paced. It's a slower paced game, so it's not, you know, your high FPS action zombie shooter like your Left 4 Dead, and it's not your really like your action fighting combat zombie game like Dead Island. It's more of a much slower paced game. You don't have to kill all the zombies. You don't have to do all that stuff. You have to go around and loot, and you have to go around and do all this other stuff. It's not really super fast paced that makes you want to super keep playing, but it's also not too slow where it gets you bored. It's just that right medium where it needs to be. Going off that, it's also based on survival. A lot of the zombie games that are out there right now aren't really super based on survival. They may be a little bit, with maybe trying to get a couple food items for health or something like that, but they're not really centered on actually going out, looting stuff, and bringing it back to your community and building up a community and trying to take over the zombies with your community and your bases and your outposts. You have to always make sure that you've got water, that you've got food, that you've got supplies, that you've got medicine. You've got to make sure of all of this, and then you got to protect your base if it gets raided, if you're being too loud, and you also got to go help your neighbors, the people that are also there, the other NPCs that are out in the world that need help or want you to help them, because if you don't help them, they get mad and they attack you. So now you're not fighting zombies, you're fighting zombies and people. You know, it's a whole bunch of survival techniques that actually have to happen in order for you to actually beat the game. And that is what makes it super fun. Then I want to also make the last main point, which is it has very, very daunting consequences. And by these daunting consequences, I mean, like the story I said in the beginning. I went into there not really thinking at all. I kind of spaced it off that I was going into a weapon place, and I had other people that had weapons, that had guns, but I did not take them. I did not take them to this fight. And when I got to the fight, it turns out they had guns, and they proceeded to murder me after I told them to give me their guns. And then they're gone. Those 2 survivors are completely gone. They'll never be back. Dead. And then my truck, with all the supplies in the back of it, was in front of their house, so I'm not going back over there in a while. So there's a bunch of loot that's just gone for me for now. It's a really, really rough life out there in the zombie apocalypse land. The game really focuses on the apocalypse type, and it also focuses on not, surviving. If you don't survive, you don't survive. It's how it goes. I'm pretty sure you can end an entire game if all of you die. But let's talk about the premise of the game. So that's mainly the whole overall take of the game, but the premise of the game is to go into this new area that you come in with like 3 people. You go in there, and you try and eradicate these blood plague zombies. They're really just fast infecting zombies, and then you get rid of those. You take out they're not bases, but they're like hoarding holes, I guess, where they hoard up and where they combine together. Then you also help out the people around you. You go loot and you go build up your community and then get more people and then do more stuff and get bigger bases, and that's basically it until you actually beat the game. I'm pretty sure you can beat games. You can actually beat a single game. I haven't done it, obviously, because I've only had it for 2 days, and I don't know how long it's been out for a while for other people, but I don't think anyone's really that close to succeeding in actually defeating the entire game. But that's mainly really it. It's a zombie apocalypse game. It's just about the apocalypse. It's you trying to survive. Also, then in State of Decay 2, they have a nice multiplayer, and I do very much enjoy the multiplayer because it's okay. So imagine going into, you know, someone else's game, go into their world. You go in there and you really can't loot anything. You can't do anything with the loot. You're just kind of there to help them and protect them and all that sorts of things. You know, maybe there's a little loot for you, but not a whole lot. And you go in there and you're just helping out mainly. Then you go to State of Decay 2. Everything you find in their world goes into your inventory, like your main inventory in your community that you were bringing over. So the people that you were playing with, your community that you were playing with, you bring them into that game. That is now basically the game that they're in, and they're actually getting the loot. So everything I found in that game went right into my loot. But the only thing that I was able to give to him, if I dropped stuff for him to pick up, or if I found the big backpack materials, those were donated and went right into his thing. But everything I found in that game went into mine, and then my characters were leveling up. So mainly the multiplayer is just basically like cooperative, and that is golden. That's probably one of the best things ever in multiplayer, is when you actually go in, you're earning stuff as well, and you're getting all of the loot and all of the stuff that comes with actually playing it if you were just playing by yourself. So it does feel really rewarding to actually go in and help with your friends. And it's also really fun to play with your friends. I mean, honestly, in your zombie apocalypse world, you know, you need some friends, and if you're actually playing with a real life friend, it's so much better. So that's State of Decay 2, the premise of it, the basics of State of Decay 2. This isn't a review. It was just an explanation, a heavily biased explanation, because I do enjoy this game and I love it. So I am going to be playing this game. I don't know how it's going to incorporate on my channel. I'm going to try and incorporate it on my channel because I have a lot of fun with this game and just mainly surviving and having fun defeating zombies. So I'm probably going to try and post this somehow onto my channel, maybe once a week or something like that, but I definitely want to get into this game. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, go ahead and hit the like button, and I'll see you later.
I'm glad you came.